Today our topic is relation. I hope in class 11 you have read about Cartesian product of set. But in 12th class we have to read some different types of relation: empty relation, universal relation, reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relation, equivalence relation, and last is your equivalence class. In CBSE examination, you will get 6 marks question from this topic. This topic contains 6 marks in CBSE examination. So, see this topic. This is a pure portion of mathematics. So, here we have to read the concept. Don't go directly to the problem. See the concept. What is the definition of the relation? Through example, you can also study the. So come to first in class 11. In class 11, you read about Cartesian product of set. Suppose let A and B are two non-empty sets. Let A and B are two non-empty sets. Two non-empty sets. Non-empty set. Elements of A are is 1, 2, 3, and elements of B is 4, 5. Can we calculate A cross B? Or what is the meaning of A cross B? A cross B means each element of A is associated with B. You can also represent by the diagram. Here is a set A, this is your set B. And set A has elements 1, 2 and 3. Set B has elements 4 and 5. I am saying you that each element of A is associated with B. So first see. Its first element of A is 1. 1 is associated with all the elements of B. So your A cross B will be, first element will be 1, 4, 1, 5. Second element of A is 2, 4, 2, 5. 2, 4, 2, 5. Third element of A will 3, 4, 3, 5. So this is your 3, 4, 3, 5. So we have calculated the A cross B. Watch here. Number of A is equal to number of element in A is equal to 3. Number of element in B. This is your 2. So what is the number of element in A cross B? See here. Number of element A is 1, 2, 3, 3 elements. In B, 2 elements. So number of A cross B. This will your 3 into 2 number of A into number of B. So this will your 3 into 2 and is equal to 6. But we have to know how we define relation. In class 11, you have also defined relation. Relation is nothing but subset of Cartesian product. Relation definition of relation is subset of Cartesian product. Cartesian product is called relation. Is called relation. So how many subset of this A cross B? Watch here. How many subset of this A cross B? In power set you have so if a set has number of element is n, then its power set will be 2 to the power n. So number of how many relations? Number of relation. Total number of relation will be how much? This will equal to 2 to the power 6. So you can calculate or you can make 64 relation among the Cartesian product. See here, some of the relation are like here. I have written here some of the relation. First here is a relation is cross B has 6 elements. So I am making first relation. First relation will be either 1, 4 or 1, 5. This is your first relation. You may also write. ये कोई जरूरत नहीं है कि आप 2 एलिमेंट लिखें. आप एक एलिमेंट में लिख सकते हैं. Here is an element R2. This is your 2, 4. You can also like this. This is also a relation. You can also make relation R3, which is equal to 2, 4, 2, 5. 2, 3, 4. So in similar way, you can make 64 relation from the A cross B because relation is nothing but subset of Cartesian product. So you can prepare 64 subject of A cross B. So this is the definition of relation. And after relation, we have to go in class 12. First thing is empty relation. Again, after that, I have taken another example. Suppose I have taken a set A, and its element is A is a set, and its element is 1, 2, 3. A is a set, and its element is 1, 2, 3. Can you calculate the value of A cross A? Can you calculate the value of A cross A? A के प्रत्येक एलिमेंट का A में A के साथ रिलेशन क्या होगा? Suppose I have prepared here set A, and here is also set A, and A first element is 1, 2, 3, and second element is also 1, 3. First element of A is related to all element of A, so your element will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Again see here next diagram A, B. And after that 1, 2, 3. Second see here. Second element of A is also associated with all element of B. So your element will be 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And in third diagram, you also take it A, B, and element its element will be 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. So third element of A will also associate with all the elements of set A. So this will your 3, 1, 3, 2, and 3, 3. So watch here. Total number of elements is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total element of 9. Number of A cross A is equal to 9. So if you want to, how many relation here? How many relation here? So number of relation we can prepare. This will be equal to 2 to the power 9, and 2 to the power 9 means 64. 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 9 means 64 not. This will equal to something 2 into 16. 34 into 16. 412. So we can prepare total number of relation 512. Total number of relation will be 512. यहाँ पर हम कुल 512 relation बना सकते हैं. So how we can prepare any subset of A cross A is called the relation. So relation will be either one element, or you can take two element, or you can take three element at a time. So that means relation can only subset of A cross B. Relation is nothing but subset of A cross B. This is your subset of A cross B is called relation. Is called relation. Subset of Cartesian product. A cross B means Cartesian product. Subset of A cross B is called relation. A cross B का जो सबसेट होगा वही रिलेशन होगा. यहाँ पर हमने आपको डायग्राम से तीनों एलिमेंट को अलग अलग दिखाया है, जिससे कि आप आसानी से A क्रॉस B निकाल सकें, और उसके रिलेशन को 512 कैसे होगा, क्या इसको लिखना संभव है, इसके बारे में भी हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. बट वी आर गोइंग टू फर्स्ट एम्प्टी रिलेशन. हाउ वी डिफाइन एम्प्टी रिलेशन? First relation is empty relation. A relation R in a set A is said to be empty if no element of A is related to every element of A. So there is a set, here is a set A, and here is another set also A. Suppose elements of A is equal to 1, 2, 3. So elements will be 1, 2, 3. And second set A is also element 1, 2, 3. What is the definition? No element of A is related to every element of A. A का कोई भी एलिमेंट दूसरे सेट वाले A के एलिमेंट से रिलेट नहीं करे, तब वो होगा एम्प्टी रिलेशन. That means empty relation is always equal to 5. Suppose example, here is a set B. B is equal to such that its element is AB. So that in this example I am also showing that A plus A plus B greater than 10 for all A, B belongs to R. Prepare a relation. Here I am telling you to make a relation. R is equal to, take a elements A, B. एक एलिमेंट यहाँ से ले, एक एलिमेंट यहाँ से ले. इस तरह से लें कि A प्लस B, A और B दोनों को जोड़ें तो उसका सम जो है 10 से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. अगर आप यहाँ पर एक क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट निकालेंगे, अभी आपने निकाला था, सो एलिमेंट्स विल बी 1 1 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 3 3. So watch here, when you add this element, maximum number will be, if your element will be 3 3, so maximum number will be 3 plus 3 less than 10. 3 plus 3 less than 10. That means you cannot prepare such type of relation in which sum of two elements is always greater than 10. So we can say your
बंद कर वीडियो और दोबारा स्टार्ट कर. तेरी
R is equal to 5 आ जाता है. Here is a relation R1 and R1 is equal to such that we take an element AB for which A into B is equal for all AB belongs to R. दो एलिमेंट का प्रोडक्ट जो है वो 10 से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. अब यहाँ पर एलिमेंट्स अगर आप लेंगे तो मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट जो होगा वो क्या होगा 3 3. These are the maximum number. So 3 into 3 is 9, not greater than 10. That means if you calculate here what is the elements of R1, you will always get 5. So how in this way we can define empty relation. After that empty relation, here is another relation which is called universal relation. Say the same definition. A relation R in a set A is said to be universal relation if each element of A is related to every element of A. A का प्रत्येक एलिमेंट दूसरे जो सेट है A उसके प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से रिलेट होना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जांपल I have taken here the example 1 2 3. So make the diagram 1 2 3. Second set is also 1 2 3. अब पहले सेट का A का प्रत्येक एलिमेंट दूसरे सेट का जो A है उसके प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से एसोसिएट होना चाहिए. Then we will get universal relation. So suppose here is a relation R. पहले सेट का पहला एलिमेंट 1 इसके प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से एसोसिएट रिलेट होना चाहिए. So we will can write 1 1 1 2 1 3. पहले सेट का दूसरा एलिमेंट 2 इसके प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से रिलेट होना चाहिए. So we can write 2 1 2 2 2 3. पहले सेट का तीसरा एलिमेंट 3 इसके प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से रिलेट होना चाहिए. 3 1 3 2 3 3. So in this way what we have seen that each element of A is related to every element of A. पहले सेट का प्रत्येक एलिमेंट दूसरे सेट के प्रत्येक एलिमेंट से रिलेटेड है. So this relation is called universal relation. You can also say that this is equal to Cartesian product. This is equal to A cross B. So number of elements in Cartesian product and number of elements in universal relation both are same. So you can calculate the universal relation like this. Third is reflexive relation. So we are going to define reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. Let A be a non-empty set. Non-empty set. A relation R is said to be said to be reflexive relation. Reflexive relation. A relation R is said to be reflexive relation if each element of A is associated with या is related with itself only, or you can also say AA belongs to R for all A belongs to A, or all A belongs to A. See here is a set A and its element is 1, 2, 3. So what is the meaning of reflexive relation? See here, last line, each element of A is related with itself. A का प्रत्येक एलिमेंट स्वयं के साथ रिलेटेड हो. A का एलिमेंट क्या क्या है? 1, 2, 3. So relation R will be equal to its element will be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Check second definition. A belongs to R. A और A both are same element. और ये किसमें होने चाहिए? रिलेशन में होना चाहिए. और A कहाँ होना चाहिए? सेट A का एलिमेंट्स होना चाहिए. So we can say that here R is called also reflexive relation. After reflexive relation, here is second is your symmetric relation. So write here symmetric relation. Symmetric relation. We say a relation R is said to be symmetric relation. Is said to be symmetric relation if AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R for all. This is written as for all AB belongs to A. AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R for all AB belongs to A. Here check A is also a set and its element is 1, 2, 3. We have to make a relation which is symmetric. So here A and B both are different elements. Take any two elements from set A. Just I have taken 1 and 2. A and B. This is element of R. Then it is must that BA must be element of R. So this is your 2, 1. So this is example of a reflexive relation. You can also make another relation. Suppose first relation is R1, second relation is R2. So you can also write 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, then 3, 2. See here, AB belongs to A means here A and these two elements are elements of A, and relation must be if 1 and 3 belongs to R, then 3 and 1 is there. If 2 and 3 belongs to R, then 3 and 2 are also there. So if AB belongs to R, then that means BA also belongs to R. अगर A और B रिलेशन के एलिमेंट्स हैं तो BA को भी रिलेशन के एलिमेंट होना चाहिए जहां A और B क्या होंगे? उस सेट के एलिमेंट्स होंगे. थर्ड इज ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. लेट A be a non-empty set. A relation R is said to be transitive relation. Transitive relation if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R implies AC belongs to R or all ABC belongs to A. For all ABC belongs to A. See here, A is the element and its A is a set and its element is 1, 2, 3. Now we have to make a relation. Suppose I am going to make a relation R1. Its element will be 1, 2, 2, 3. And see here, A, B, B, C. इसका सेकंड एलिमेंट है, इसका फर्स्ट एलिमेंट सेम है. यहाँ इसका सेकंड एलिमेंट है, इसका फर्स्ट एलिमेंट सेम है. And here is another one A3. So this is example of a transitive relation. See here, इस पहले सेट का सेकंड एलिमेंट, दूसरे सेट का फर्स्ट एलिमेंट अगर ये सेम है तो 1 3 को यहाँ पर होना चाहिए, और अगर ये जो है इस A के एलिमेंट्स हैं, दैट मींस वी कैन से दैट R1 इज ए ट्रांजिटिव रिलेशन. सेकंड R2, see here, this may be like this 1 2 2 1. This is example of a symmetric relation, as you know. 1 2 and 2 1 both are here. Here see here, second element is here 2, first element is 2. If 1 1 is there, then this is also satisfy the symmetric relation. 1 2 2 1 यहाँ second element और इसका first element same है. These two are same, so 1 1 must be there. If this is there, then you can say that R2 is a symmetric relation. Again says another equivalence relation. Let A be a non-empty set. A relation R is said to be equivalence relation. Equivalence relation. If R is first, R is reflexive. Second, R is symmetric. Third, R is transitive. That means a relation is said to be equivalence relation if all these three properties will be found. See example, here is a set A and its element is 1 2 3. Make a relation R such that first R is reflexive. Reflexive means all elements of A must be related to each other itself. So you can say 1 1 must be present, 2 2 must be present, and 3 3 must be present. For equivalence relation to be reflexive, for a relation to be reflexive, it is necessary that each element of A associated with itself, इसका प्रत्येक एलिमेंट स्वयं के साथ रिलेटेड हो, एक के साथ रिलेटेड हो, दो के साथ रिलेटेड हो, और तीन के साथ रिलेटेड हो. फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज फुलफिल्ड, R is reflexive. Second is R must be symmetric. So you may write 1 2, then write 2 1. This is 1 2 and 2 1. That means R is symmetric. And from these two say here, check here कि इसका सेकेंड एलिमेंट और इसका फर्स्ट एलिमेंट बराबर है, सेम है, तो यहाँ पर इन दोनों को हल करेंगे तो ट्रांजिटिव होने के लिए क्या होना चाहिए, 1 1 को इसके अंतर्गत होना चाहिए. 1 1 is here. So you can say this relation is also equivalence relation. Here R1 is also equivalence relation. Again make second relation R2. Write first so it reflexive. 1 1 2 2 3 3. Again you write 1 2 2 1 and you write 2 3 and 1 3 2 3 1 3 2 3, or if you write here then you have to write 3 2 also to make it symmetric, and 1 3 is here, so you write here 3 1. So watch it, if this is reflexive symmetric or not. Watch here, 1 1 2 2 3 3 is here, so R is reflexive. First condition is fulfilled. Second is R must be symmetric. So 1 2 and 2 1 is here. 2 3 and 3 2 is here. 1 3 and 3 1 is here. That means we can say R is symmetric. And check the transitive. Transitive for transitive purpose. Here check here. Here 2 is second element and here 2 is first element. So that means 1 1 must be here. 1 1 is here. So this is transitive. Also check any number started with 2. 1 2 2 2 1 2 is here. Also 1 3 and 3 1. So 2 1. इसका second element है 3 और इसका first element है 3. So here 2 1 must be there. 2 1 is here. So this is also show the transitive property of the relation. Again see here, it's 1 3 and 3 2. 3 here and 3 also here. So 1 2 must be here. 1 2 is also here. So we can say that R2 also satisfy that R is symmetric, reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we can say that R2 is an equivalence relation. For a relation to be equivalence relation, it must satisfy all the three conditions. किसी भी रिलेशन को इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन होने के लिए बच्चों आप चेक कीजिए, अगर इसमें से एक कंडीशन भी ये सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा तो ये इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन नहीं होगा। अगर आप एक कंडीशन भी ऐसा ढूंढ लेते हैं कि ये इनमें से किसी एक को सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा तो ये इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन नहीं होगा। तो किसी भी सेट को इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन होने के लिए जरूरी है कि वो रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक और ट्रांजिटिव इसके सारे प्रॉपर्टी को वो फॉलो करे, तो वो रिलेशन जो होगा वो इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन होगा। नेक्स्ट इज इक्विवेलेंस क्लास। सी द डिफिनेशन, लेट आर बी ए इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन। इक्विवेलेंस क्लास निकालने के लिए सबसे पहले इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन का होना चाहिए कि जिस टर्म का, जिस पद एलिमेंट का हम इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन होना चाहिए, इक्विवेलेंस क्लास निकालना चाहिए, वो इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन में होना चाहिए। ऑन ए नॉन एम्प्टी सेट A, फॉर ऑल A belong to A, the equivalence class of A is defined as the set of all elements of A which is related to A under R. It is denoted by, this notation is called equivalence class of A, and read as equivalence class of A and equal to equivalence class of A must be equal to X belongs to A such that XA belongs to R. See here example. A is a set and its element is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make equivalence relation from these elements. So for reflexive, we have to write 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, and after that 1, 2. To make it symmetric, we have to write 1, 2, 2, 1. So 1, 1 is here. So transitive. And for 4, 5, we can write 4, 5, 5, 4. So 4, 4 is also here. So you can say that this relation is a symmetric equivalence relation. Again calculate equivalence class of 1. So this will equal to its element. So where is 1 is at second place. So your element will be 1 is second place at 2 place. So elements will be 1 and 2. So equivalence class of 2. Its element will be how much? 2 को सेकंड प्लेस पे होना चाहिए। इधर 2 यहाँ सेकंड प्लेस पे है और 2 कहाँ है? सेकंड प्लेस पे यहाँ पे है। सो दिस इज योर 1 2 2 1 2 1 and arranging we can write, if we arrange it, this is equal to 1 2 and equivalence class of 3. 3 कहाँ है? सेकंड प्लेस पे, यहाँ पर है केवल ये। सो इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 3 इज 3. इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 4, इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 4, 4 कहाँ है? सेकंड प्लेस पे, एक यहाँ है एक यहाँ है। एलिमेंट क्या क्या बच गया? 4 and 5. सो एलिमेंट्स विल बी 4 and 5. इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 5, इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 5, 5 कहाँ है सेकंड एलिमेंट में? एक तो यहाँ है और एक यहाँ है। So this is equal to 5 4 and arranging we can write this is equal to also 4 5. So what are the partition of this set? These two sets are same. So your partition will be 1 2. This is your another partition. This is your 3. Elements will be 3 1 2 and this is your 3. And here these two are same. So this is your third partition 4 5. Suppose this is your P1, P2 and P3. Suppose this is your P1, P2 and P3. So here you can say that P1 union P2 union P3. This will nothing but equal to R. And P1 intersection P2 intersection P3. This is nothing but equal to 5. But if we want to get from these partition of set, if we want to get equivalence relation, so we can write here 1 2. And multiply here also write 3 and similarly write 4 2. So if these two elements will be so related with each other, so here will be 1 1 and 1 2 and here will be 2 1 and 2 2, 2 1 and 2 2 and here this is your 3 3 3 3 and here is your 4 4 and 4 5 and this is your 5 4 and 5 5. So if you arrange these numbers, you will get this is same as the equivalence relation. So partition of set can be same as, from the partition of set we can also prepare equivalence relation. So arranging this will be equal to 1 1 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, 5 5, 1 2, 2 1, 4 5 and 5 4. Count the elements. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So you can say this is equal to equivalence relation. So dear student, you have got how we calculate the equivalence relation. फिर से एक बार देखिए equivalence relation के लिए क्या करना है. सबसे पहले हमें जो equivalence निकालना है, equivalence relation, इसके लिए कोई सेट बनेगा, कोई रिलेशन बनेगा जो कि equivalence relation होना चाहिए. इस equivalence relation के प्रत्येक एलिमेंट को का हम इक्विवेलेंस क्लास निकाल सकते हैं यदि इसका जो सेकंड एलिमेंट होगा वो इसके फर्स्ट एलिमेंट को एसोसिएट करे. जैसे यहाँ पर 1 का निकाला तो हम देखेंगे 1 सेकंड एलिमेंट कहाँ है. एक तो यहाँ पर है, एक यहाँ पर है. तो हमारे यहाँ एलिमेंट क्या बच गया 1 और 2, जिससे कि 1 एसोसिएट कर रहा है. इसी तरह से 2 सेकंड एलिमेंट कहाँ पर है, यहाँ पर है 2 और यहाँ पर है 2. तो हमारा एलिमेंट क्या बच गया 2 1. इसको अरेंज कर दिया हमने, 1 2 लिख दिया. एलिमेंट को आगे पीछे अरेंज कर सकते हैं, इसको जमा सकते हैं असेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में. इसको जमा लिया तो इस तरह से हमारा 3 पार्टीशन ऑफ सेट मिला. और पार्टीशन किसी कभी-कभी क्वेश्चन में पार्टीशन ऑफ सेट दिया रहता है और उसके जरिए अपने को इक्विवेलेंस क्लास निकालना रहता है, इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन निकालना रहता है. तो पार्टीशन ऑफ सेट के जरिए भी हम लोग जो है इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन निकाल सकते हैं. ओके, आफ्टर दैट सम होमवर्क फॉर यू. गिव एन एग्जांपल ऑफ रिलेशन व्हिच इज रिफ्लेक्सिव बट नॉट सिमेट्रिक, which is symmetric and reflexive but not transitive, and lastly give an example of relation which is transitive but not reflexive. You try to prepare an example for these. This is for your homework and you read all the examples, and if any problem or any query ask me in your comment section. Thank you.